What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today we have more information to go over. I know some people are probably getting tired of all of the translation videos, all the info videos and everything, but it's like, you know what, I am trying to wait a little bit to let some of this stuff drop by, but when it updates in the game itself, it's kind of like, okay, time to cover it now, because there are a couple of little differences between the JP and the global version, even though, yes, it is the same celebration. There's, a few minor things which are to be expected sometimes. So I want to go over both of those real quick. And then also something that Global is doing that, oh my god, people are going to be looking up the definition of next for the next year. I kid you not on this one. So anyway, let's get into all the juicy information going on right now. We'll get into the last thing that Global's doing, and then we're going to go from there. So yeah, anyway, so first off, if you look at both either the global or the JP version of the game, right now we have the 250 million download special happening, or the countdown to it essentially, okay? Feels like we're going into the year 4 already. Global, this must be like deja vu for you since she just had this with the year 3. But anyway, nonetheless, we are going into it. And if you take a look at both, basically, it's saying that there's a great campaign for the countdown and everything like that. So we're getting some countdown logging bonuses, essentially. It's only like 1 stone and 250,000 friend points or something like that. So nothing too special. It's the exact same thing. But Purunga is returning, which is really nice. Starting tomorrow at 2 p.m. Japan time. For Global, it would be 9 p.m., which is actually technically 10 p.m. from what I understand now with Global, because technically I guess it's like the very last place. It's like, it goes basically Hawaii time now, it seems like, at least with some of these announcements here. So anyway, but nonetheless, so the first Purunga Wish will be coming out on the 22nd at 2 p.m. Japan time, or 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the 21st. So keep an eye out on Twitter, follow me over there, and I will be posting it there, not to mention on the community tab of YouTube. I'm not going to make a video for every single Dragon Ball coming out. There's no point in doing that, so... anyway, so that's going to be going around. It says, now this is the weird part. It says it's going from the 22nd of August all the way until the 4th of October, okay? Which makes me question, like, okay, how many times exactly are we getting this back here? Because, like, usually usually we got it 3 times with year 3. Then JP got it once with the Tanabata thing that came back in July. And now we're getting it again. So it's like, I don't know how many times this is going to be going on. So we'll have to wait and see tomorrow. We'll probably find out exactly how many times we're going to be able to, collect the Dragon Balls and make the wishes and everything. My guess is that the wishes are exactly the same as they've been since year 3, and Tanabata over here on JP. Not really sure. We'll have to wait and see, but nonetheless, hey, I'll take more orbs and everything like that. The wishes are awesome. I love them. They're easy little things you have to do in the game, so I'm not complaining at all. So, continuing down, we finally have the LR, I guess Global, we've got a little change here, actually. So one thing that Global has that JP doesn't, that we've already gotten, is you have the Family Kamehameha Summon and the Extreme Z Battle. So if you want to, go ahead and do that. I've covered it in a video already about how to take it down and everything like that. But basically, you can now EZA awaken the Goten, the Gohan, and the Goku. Stages 1 through 10 are for Goten, 11 through 20 are Gohan, and 21 through 30 are for Goku. That's how you get the medals and the orbs and everything like that. They're pretty good updates. I like the Goten the most personally. Goku, he is self-sufficient, but he's kind of an amp in my personal opinion. He's just simply stronger essentially. Gohan, it just sucks he doesn't have to prepare for battle because he does lack that unless you are focusing around the Rebirth Link or maybe changing orbs a lot. But nonetheless, they're all really good cards, all really good updates because of the Extreme Z Battle and everything like that. One thing to note about this though is that when it came to JP originally, and I don't know why they did this, JP actually got 3 stone ticket things, essentially. They're free for us. And you could pick either like 3 of the Goku, 3 of the Gohan, 3 of the Goten, or you could pick 1 of each. You could pick 2 Gotens, 1 Gohan, or anything like that. To my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, Global, that doesn't seem to be the case here for you guys. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. That's really, really weird, and that's honestly not fair. It really isn't. I'm not sure why they didn't give you guys that. So let me know down in the comments below if that is the case still, or if I made a mistake. So anyway, moving on though, we do have the friend summon for the Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. If you're looking on the screen right now, I have finally got all 24 copies of them. So I got 10, or I originally got 10 for the initial one that I'm going to keep and bring out all the way up to an LR. I got 10 more for an extra one to get him up to SA20, and then I got 4 extra ones for the Dupe Pass. So now I have to go collect the medals though, and that's going into the next part here, which is the Hero Extermination event, which is now around every single day. Unfortunately, the drop rates on some of the stages are not guaranteed all the time. There will be times where you're going to get training items or things like that, and it really, really sucks. So I personally though am not going to waste any stones when it comes to awakening these guys though, or at least in going to stamina to try and get these medals. Because again, this stage, this event right now, this Hero Extermination event, which again is really old, it is around till the 4th of October. We have over a month until it goes away, so I'm just like, nope, not gonna waste my stones. I know Great Sandman 1 and 2 are awesome support units. I want to show them off and everything like that, but I'm like, nope, not gonna do it. I'm not gonna waste my stones. I want to save my stones for the summons and everything like that, so I'm not gonna waste them on that. If the drop rates are gonna be that crappy, then it is what it is. So anyway, so those are around for both Global and GP, as you can clearly see. And funny enough, Global, you guys literally just had this taken away, but now you have it back. We now have the Easy STR Gohan Kid. So go and farm up if you haven't had a chance to go ahead and get him. Global, I imagine 99% of you probably have this guy already, but maybe on JP, if you came in late after year 3, now's a chance to perfectly farm him up. He's an excellent card, free rainbow unit, free EZA. His EZA event, though, is not around at the moment of this recording, but it could potentially come in the near future, especially when the 250 million download celebration actually starts and we're done with the countdown. But anyway, nonetheless, he's still an amazing card, great unit. When his EZA event does come back around, which it should, then it's easy to beat. You can beat it free to play, no problem. I've proven that in videos. Many others have as well. So that's definitely something right there. So other than that, Global and JP, I believe, yeah, we're getting the Wrath of the Dragon, the Tapion little story event thing right there. Dokkan Fest events, all of them are available every single day now. Baba Shop stuff. Global is getting a world tournament right here. It seems you guys finally have been cut down from Thursday to Sunday now, so it's only a 4-day tournament, give or take. Although, well, okay, I guess technically like, what, 3.5 there? But you're finally getting the LRTN, which is pretty cool. I think the hit is supposed to be your global ranking reward. A lot of us don't really think that hit is that good. So, you know, kind of just go with what it is. And it's now, XP is quadrupled. You ever want to know how you see those 999 rank accounts? No, they are not actually, you know, own servers or anything like that. This is how they do it. It's a lot of grinding, and a lot of JP players are known for it. But even one of my friends is just, you got to go into it. 4 times XP is a great way to rank up, and if you haven't already, I would. And you know what it also does? It gives you a lot of stamina, or act technically, you know, for going into events and everything like that. So I know at level 999, like the max that you can get is like close to 300 basically. So that's a lot right there. So I would advise, like, if you want a good amount of stamina or act, whatever version of the game you're playing, when it comes to not really have to worry about anything, is get around to level 500. And you might think level 500 is crazy and hard. It's really not with 4 times XP. So if you're looking for a reason to go ahead and get some of that up there, not to mention this also goes towards the little Global versus JP campaign. So if you guys want to prove your point, here you go. This is your chance right here. I know JP's going to take advantage of it. So the last thing that came to JP, and I covered this yesterday, I did the translations for the cards themselves, is that we have the revamped Bardock event right now. The R Bardock goes to an SSR, and then you can Dokkan Awaken to an 8, so you can not only farm up the LR Bardock by keeping him in the SSR form, or if you Dokkan Awaken him into the 8, then you can raise the SA of the Tech Bardock 8, so that is what it is. This part is only available to JP, because again, Global, you haven't gotten that update yet, but I believe Global, you have now gotten maintenance notice in your news, so you should be getting things like the SA animation and everything update and all that kind of fun stuff. JP, I covered all the updates yesterday, but basically we got a lot of new stuff and little tweaks and everything. A lot of user interface stuff that's just like, I really, you know, about time we finally got that, or I didn't know I wanted that, but I really like it actually. So there's even a couple, I mean, I'm still discovering more and more of them today, so hopefully I was able to show you that on the side there with the screen when I was like doing a few random things. But anyway, nonetheless, countdown for the campaign is definitely starting. You guys should have gotten your first login bonuses already, if I remember correctly. Let's see, actually, if I go into the news here, I'm used to navigating it all in Japanese, so that's just why. Countdown, that's the news, that's just that. Summon, events, news, I think, accounto, character, I think this is it. No, this is not. Why isn't this showing up? Was it not updated? It might not have been updated. Guess I'll check on Global real quick. Renewal for friend summons. Nope. Family Kamehameha. Countdown campaign. The vote, which I'm going to talk about in a second. Here's the login bonuses. Okay, I don't know why it wasn't showing up. But basically, if you can see right now on the right side of the screen, login bonuses. And they're doing the same thing that they've done with any kind of countdown, basically. So, like, today, we got 1 stone. Basically, every single day, you get 1 stone, except for the last couple days, you get 2 and then 3, and some friend points, which is pretty cool. So yeah, basically next week on Tuesday, probably around, let's see, 10, let's see, that's 21, so that's 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, technically 10. Yeah, okay, so 2 p.m. Japan time or 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Tuesday next week, or technically Monday for Pacific Standard Time, because again, going by JP time here. Yeah, that's when all this will start. I'm assuming that's when the banner is going to drop. You know, they're probably going to let you in waves, though, because of whatever the hype is going to be around it. Covered all those characters as well. What we're expecting. When we get the actual translations, though, I do want to translate a few more things. Just kind of double check and go over some stuff. I will make a whole video on that with the translations and everything. But, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. Now, before we end the video real quick, I have to go over something that is honestly going to be giving a lot of people a headache. And I have to just say this right now, guys. Please do not take this so seriously like with Vegeta Blue. I still get comments about Vegeta Blue every now and then, even though the guy's been out for so long now. But it looks like Global, and I don't know why Akatsuki's doing this. I mean, I'll take that back. I'm glad they are allowing Global to do this, but at the same time, they really need to not make the same mistake as last time. And this is why. So apparently there's now a Dokkan Festival featured characters voting campaign going on, okay? Oh boy, this is yikes. This just brings immediate flashbacks to how the LR campaign was handled and the wording and everything, and everyone's gonna be like, well, technically said this and this. I'm just gonna say this right now, guys. Whatever it happens to say here, you have to remember that this was originally written in Japanese, because remember, Akatsuki in Japan takes care of both Global and JP. They translated it to English and they posted it on here, okay? Now, I'm assuming whoever does the English translations over there, he's obviously supposed to be really good at English, but the way sometimes that Japanese translates to English, I know this personally, it can sometimes say one thing in one language and then it translates over to another and you think it says this, but it really doesn't. So again, or maybe they think they translate it the way they wanted it to, but they're really trying to mean this. So just take this all knowing that it could be a while. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it is not, but just keep in mind this potentially could something. I don't know what to expect, honestly, but let's take a look at it real quick. So dear players, Dokkan Festival featured characters voting campaign is on now. Out of the 3 following powerful fighters, who will be chosen, who will be the most chosen one and become the next featured character of the new Dokkan Festival? Hit, Caulifla, or Kale? Now, right off the bat, you're probably looking at it and going, oh, the next featured character, that means it's the next Dokkan Fest, right? Well, last I checked when it came to the LR campaign, it said who's going to be the next LR, right? Next is in that wording right there, next is pretty, it can be left to and be interpreted in a lot of different ways, right? It can mean to say, oh, it's going to be the next Dokkan Fest right after 250 million downloads, because we already know what pretty much for the most part, what the Dokkan Fest banners are going to be like, aside from what the side characters are going to be on the banners. But we already know what 250 million downloads is going to be, right? This is not for this, right? This is going to be after this, so technically, chronologically, you'd look at around October time, right? But then it's like, okay, so hang on. So the Dokkan Fest character, which is cool and everything, that means then you're pushing back characters like Vegeta Blue, the Jiren Dokkan Awaken, unless that comes to Global during this 250 million download special, and a bunch of other characters. And it's just like, okay, so when is this really coming is the question, okay? So anyway, it says, come and vote on your favorite character. Tap the following link to go to the voting page, okay? So if you go over here, it says your vote can decide a Dokkan Festival exclusive character, okay? Let's see, questions marked as, okay, actually correct. The character with the most votes will take pride of place in an upcoming Dokkan Festival exclusive character. Right there. It does not say the very next one. It does not say next month. It simply says the character with the most votes will take pride of place as an upcoming Dokkan Festival exclusive character. Read between the lines, people, okay? I don't know when this is really going to happen, but please don't expect that, oh, this means the very next one will be it. Y'all remember Vegeta Blue, okay? Just be like, okay, you know what? It's Akatsuki. Whenever it comes, it comes. Now, hopefully on their side, it will say one thing. Don't make this another 8 month to a year wait or anything, but I could easily see this maybe coming around Christmas time or something like that, okay? I'm throwing out a random date. I have absolutely no idea, but if that is the case, just be like, okay, you know what? Fine. Whoever wins the vote, it's cool, and we'll just simply wait for it. Don't get your hypes up or anything like that. Just don't, because you're gonna, it leaves to fail and to just misery and just a lot of emotions going everywhere. You're just like, okay, don't want to deal with that. So anyway, you got Hit, Caulifla, and Kale here. Me personally, I'm going to say Hit, because Hit needs some love. These two already have really good cards, not to mention their fusion of Kefla. So we're going to go next. And did I do it right? I selected Hit, right? Hit. Is it not working for me? Next. Ah, there we go. Okay. Your character is hit. Send. There you go. Survey data has been sent. We appreciate your cooperation. Return private policy. Okay, so it doesn't have obviously the who's in the lead or anything like that. But I personally think Hit deserves it. The other two characters may not have Dokkan Festival exclusive units, but they've had some good cards. They really have. Hit, on the other hand, he's been left in the dust. So Hit deserves it. I really hope he wins it. So anyway, so the events for the little vote thing is supposed to be obviously today, all the way until you only get a couple of days. Go vote now, guys. Go vote now. Caution, event times in the Dokkan battle listed in Pacific Standard Time. Please note yada yada. Okay, the usual player stuff. So, fast little campaign. So, maybe, just maybe it will mean around October time this could potentially happen. But again, at the same time, you gotta look at the writing and everything. This says next, the other said in an exclusive Dokkan Fest battle, or Dokkan Fest exclusive banner. The wording is gonna go all over the place. People are gonna butt heads about it and everything. Just vote and just put it out of your mind and wait for it to come back. That's all I'm saying right there, okay, guys? Just please do it. Just please. It's going to be less hassle, everyone. The community does not need to go through another Vegeta Blue thing again. It's not looking good. It's not going to look good, okay? Now, I know, obviously, it's going to play a part on Akatsuki to actually, keep their word and not wait 8 months to a year, but just also keep in mind, don't expect it really early or anything like that. And I know this obviously will not be a global exclusive thing. It'll come to JP probably sometime as well. So whoever wins, great. In the end, it's supposed to benefit us as a players. But again, just no, I can't take another Vegeta Blue. Oh, just no. Okay. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. Until next time, everyone, I will see you all in the next one.